Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3 Scenario 3, and we're in a bit of a pickle. Alright, so no matter how we do this, we're kind of boned. So what I'm going to do is I've moved everyone back out of the way. You don't have enough to do much of anything, do you? Yep, not enough. Alright, we are going to leave you there, though. We'll leave you there. So we've got these guys, and Yasha's going to come over and smack my unicorn. Kind of pissed me off. That's fine. Because what I can do here is I can start shooting him from a distance. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to try to lead him back. We're going to lead him this way. And we're going to lead our force back over this way as well. And hopefully we can do this without losing anyone. But if we can get them down into the pit, the rest of our force can gang up on them ridiculously fast. So that's what we're going to do. At least that's what we're going to try to do. Whether or not it works, probably yet to be seen. But I can't go down that way, because the second we go there, that collapses. Which it gives them an out, because they do have a little ramp leading upward, but I can't walk down that section. So I'm a little screwed there. We'll have 1000 heal himself. Granted, that's only going to do like 32. So he's not quite at full, but he's strong enough to where I can send him in here in a second to provide some backup. See, I've already got Leon over there. Now, Melinda is dangerously in the way now. Now I can cast attack, and that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to wait and cast attack when it would be prudent. Oh, don't kill my healer. You confused my healer. Okay, that's fine. I've got enough people with, Alright, Gracie is just useless. Alright, Ninja's going in for an attack. Okay, you can't do crap to my archer, so I don't care what you're doing right now. And we're just gonna focus on Yasha for now. And Kate's completely healed from the damage that she just took. So I'm not too worried about this. I'm really not. Can I do it fast enough? And I can take out that ninja with honesty, because Dragon's Breath is just going to destroy him. And I'm not going to drop anything for the Shadow Bowl. Actually, I'll drop a healing drop, because I'm pretty sure I can get more than 200. And my healer has gone batshit crazy. Thankfully, she can't do crap damage to my archer. Alright, and this will hopefully prevent any future interruptions. Damn it, I was hoping for a critical attack, but not gonna happen. And this is going to be an exceptionally long video, because after this there's a lot of dialogue. So I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible, not having too much luck though. Alright. Excellent. I've got people in place. Let's start beating the crap out of Yasha. Power wheel for Leon. I'm fine with that. More power attacks. Melinda, stay out of the goddamn way. Alright, I gotta... I got to keep someone alive, and that's not going to happen. Zuna drop for Leon, which will confuse and almost kill him. There's not anything I can do from up here. I can, however, kill that other ninja. And Honesty pulls out another Dragon Breath. Alright. Spell Virus. I was going to say, hopefully no spell casting for him, but that's not going to happen. Hey, look! Dawnhort's got a halberd. You've got a sword. Suck on that. And that levels Dawnhort to 16. Well done, Dawnhort. Come on, guys. Okay, that's fine, as long as you're not attacking Leon. Because Kate can handle herself. Leon, on the other hand, I'm a little concerned with what he's going to do. And Roly, please kill him. Yes! Laser beam of death into Yasha's face! There we have it! We have defeated Yasha with no casualties! And we find the Bone Eater. He's fallen to someone other than the spy. What spy? First Yasha fell in the castle wall battle. That was the one that Medion's force defeated. Julian's force defeats the second Yasha. Now there's only Yasha Prime remaining. And before he dies, he teleports away to try to warn Domaric, which we've seen before. At the battle on the bridge where Medion and Symbios get ready to duke it out, Yasha appears. Harold talks about the fact that his father was possessed. Unfortunately, his father is now dead, which, again, his father was dead from the beginning. And now it's become clear to all of us why we have to stop Bullzome. We can't allow him to escape. We can't, but our primary job is Lady Melinda. It doesn't matter what you answer. The same response is going to be that Honesty will fly ahead of the group because she can outrun, or at least catch up to Yasha faster. So she's going to go on ahead. See, I love how she can fly over all of this, yet in battle, she's limited to the number of spaces that she can move. And Dawnhort requests to go ahead as well because the Republicans may not believe Honesty because she is Imperial. You want to have one person from each side. So we're going to go ahead and have Dawnhort go so that he can do that. And Isabella requests to go as well. She's hoping to appeal to her father's better judgment and the fact that she is one of his favored children. So the two of them will go. And now we have to hurry onward as well. And here we are in Aspia. We've got the ruins of the tank there, the damage caused by the cannon that has destroyed the main gate. It tormented Imperials. A huge and evil being is... he's referring to the Colossus that we defeated. Probably in addition to the tank. Both of them were evil, ancient weapons. The Colossus, however, was considerably more sentient than the tank was. But we've literally washed away that evil. And now we sojourn forward. And here we have the wreckage of the gate, where Medion's force fought Symbios' reserve battalion. Yes, an epic battle was fought here, Bresby. The wall was almost invincible. It did take the tank sacrificing itself to destroy the gate. So it did not go down without a fight. And Gracia can see the events that has transpired here. Yep, that was the remnants of the tank. To battle the tank, which had the power to destroy this gate, the strength of the Median army must be supreme. Yes, it is. Which is why we can't allow them to fight Symbios, because his army is just as strong. And two armies of that caliber clashing would certainly destroy this capital, let alone the ramifications would completely change the shape and face of our world. So let's go forward and stop them from fighting. Even Melinda knows what's going on. She's like, we have to stop the two. And here we are. We've seen this scene before, the end of scenarios 1 and 2. From this point forward in the game, we are seeing new content. Everything else, everything we've done from prior to this point has been seeing the events transpire from 3 different points of view. Now we are seeing the resolution of the actions made. And all of this, we already know the dialogue between this, but we get to see it all from Julian's perspective, which means everyone gets to talk except for Julie. I guess it makes sense after all. We invaded Aspia and defeated his forces. Speaking of Symbios, Don Terry's, we meet again. This scene is just so epic, it gives me goosebumps. Symbios is generally dumbfounded at the fact that Median is here. And it's awkward to meet again. Fate has brought us together in an unfortunate way. Goddamn Domaric. I truly hate Domaric. The Emperor was abducted. Yeah, we know. The mastermind behind the abduction of the Emperor was the Emperor himself. Wasn't that correct, Domaric? No, you won't be annexing Aspia. You won't be. And while it looks like Median is working with his father, we know, because we know the events of Scenario 2, that Median's hand is being forced. Oh, them's fighting words, Domaric. And Dontaries will not allow that. Dontaries will stop you. And Campbell and Dontaries. We can always battle on the battlefield. Now is not the time. I love how that statement causes Symbios to pause. If you don't want to fight now, when do you want to fight, and why do you want to fight? Really, Erwan made his bed and he's going to lay in it. 6 feet under. Save her life. We've seen this. Symbios and Dontaries realize that Median has to fight to protect someone's life. Yeah, he would be. Domaric would have found another way to have made this happen. You're as terrifying as ever, Domaric. What I don't understand is why someone doesn't just snipe him. And now the fight begins. Draw. Those two brave soldiers felt that they could change the outcome. And Tristus is willing to fight too. We know that from Scenario 1. I don't want those four to fight either, but I really don't have the control over them, even though I'm their king. Or at least the king of 2 of them. Defeat Conrad's son. Not gonna happen. And these words will forever haunt me. I'll make sure they don't have the strength to. I'll make sure the people are grateful just to be alive. How twisted is that? And even that, Dontaries points out, you hear what he's saying. But again, Dontaries and Symbios don't know that Median's mother's life is at stake. But Symbios still believes that Median is a just person. And Domaric almost tips his hand there. And Honesty arrives just in time to stop the events. She delivered a letter to Majoron. But what about it? Well, I lied. And see, Yasha arrives. You haven't been summoned. Is there something wrong? Yes, he's dying, you fool. And he's dead. Dead Yasha. Oh, nope, not quite yet. I was hoping he was dead. The first and second Yashas have been defeated, only the true Yasha remains. Oh, none of this... If Conrad hadn't interfered with my plan, I didn't want him to die so comfortably. Oh, Symbio should slit your throat right now. I love how Gantrak kind of stands in the way, like, no, you're not going after Danteres and Symbios. Median, your mother's fine. She's right behind me. The letter the Emperor entrusted to me, I showed it to General Rogan, and he determined it would endanger the prince. So, Rogan committed treason. Imitated the Emperor's handwriting, altered the letter, and delivered it to Prince Majoron, which has changed the outcome of Domaric's plan. No, but it doesn't matter. They can always, you know, escape to the Republic. They'd be welcome with open arms. I love how, I don't even know the original content, but I know it was unfavorable to Prince Median. So I did it. Your subordinates have more loyalty to your son, Domaric, than to you. And she didn't even read Rogan's letter. According to the original letter, Majoron was to escort Lady Melinda here and use her as a hostage. It's not Brother Majoron who escorted Lady Melinda here. It was me and Julian. And it's Dawnhort! Why are you here? Dawnhort, you're certainly on top of things. Median is ridiculous. He's flabbergasted at this point. He's like, what? I'm very happy to see you. And I see Father, who's going to kill me. How does Prince Median know about Sir Dawnhort? We fought a few battles near Elbasim. They did. Dawnhort was with the Median army for a while. And Isabella is Median's hot sister. Hey, Symbios, go get her number. And Domaric loses his shit completely. I did not raise you to be coming to this place. I hope that was just English. And Isabella basically flat out says, I didn't want Melinda to be a hostage alone. I can explain that, Emperor. We've been protecting them from you. Bresby approached the Median army and requested assistance for the capital of Dystonia. Median army wasn't able to help since they had to rescue the Emperor. So Median chose to go rescue you, so Julian and Gracia split, taking some of the force with them to go save Dystonia. And once we got the letter, we got to escort Median's mother. We know you bribed Median with threats on Mother's life to persuade him to help you. We know about your plan. It backfired. Yep, Rogan committed treason. But again, that's because people have more respect for Median than Domaric. If the original letter had been delivered, Melinda would have been a pawn. Her life would have been used to hang over Median's head. And there's a good chance that one of them, if not both of them, would be dead right now. You show pity for those two. I love that. You don't show pity for me because I don't get my land back. That's not yours anymore. We broke away from you. Gracia, your wish to dominate everything, because of that the world is in peril. I love this. I will repeat it as many times as it takes for you. Who are you to be preaching to me? Oh, I'm the descendant of the Innovators, the godchild of Elbasim. So you guys are the Julian force. I love the kind of realization of, my mother's safe? Okay. Dead? Screw you. And now Medioin is indebted to the Julian army for saving his mother's life. Julian, yes, he traveled with the Symbios army before traveling with you. He's been a member of both armies, and therefore he will join both armies. He wanted to avenge his father, who was killed by a vandal, would probably be a more accurate wording of that. And Gracia has begun the legendary expedition to defeat Bolzome. So epic. Now Domaric is pretty much outnumbered. There's no one here on the bridge who's really going to side with him other than Federert. Yes, the Rainbloods failed in killing Gracia. I love how Melinda's like, by your request, I risked my life, but I'm now here in Aspia. I would have preferred if you were escorted by my son who would be willing to kill you. I prefer the way things turned out. For my son Medioin, I thank General Rogan. Oh, doesn't that just sting in your craw? Ah. The noble advisor of Prince Majoron. Why are you here? Oh, I have got dismissed by General Steele and Majoron. Having been discarded by my own nation, I decided to stop Bolzome with Julian. Suck it. It's just so nice to see the comeuppance. The comeuppance. And Domaric loses his shit. He's gone off the deep end. No one gives... Can't you see, Domaric, that there's something bigger going on around you than you getting back a kingdom? I thought Bolzome's interference with the peace conference was my chance to reclaim the Republic. The only worry I had was Elbasam interfering. So he ordered the Rainbloods to kill Gracia. You ordered the Rainbloods. Every territory along the Destonian Sea were originally my territories. Why do you speak ill of me doing what I want with my possessions? Because these are people, you twat! My concern was the authority of Elbasam. Yeah, even you can't stand against the church. Well, not really the church, but the fact that, you know, the Holy Land of Elbasam. And because, yeah, now is not the time to desire conquest. The world is facing its biggest crisis. I don't worry about Bolzome. Our huge Destonian army will get stomped. Destonia is no match for Bolzome. I mean, Destonia Castle was attacked by the Walkyrie and could barely survive if it weren't for Gracia's interference. He's not questioning the Emperor. He's flat out saying that he's seen what they can do. Destonia was helpless against the flying weapon. Yeah, there's not anything you can do. And they battled we battled the Titan. Couldn't do anything other than, you know, drop a dam on him. It was a battle we could have easily lost. We can't compete with Bolzome. His technology and his power are just too strong. If the cannon... I don't remember the cannon overheating, but... we did take out the cannon. Destonia stands no chance against Bolzome. Is unimaginably strong. The only way to fight is if we put aside our differences and work together. When Vandals rule the world and terror civilization decays, the villages are filled with grief and sadness. Dreams and hopes are turned into despair. What makes you think you can stand against that? And Tristus, being the quietest voice of reason in the group, everyone here is of the same opinion. No one supports the war. We won't let the world be ruled by Vandals. Even your daughters, your daughter, your son, your wife, they've turned against you. Give it up. And he turns to Median to ask him, yeah. Median will escort his father back to Destonia, but after that he's joining the expedition. The annexation of the Republic. Yeah, you've got to give this up. Yeah, what can you two... The two of you outmatched. It will take a long time, and you really don't think you're going to try this again, do you? But Domaric kind of accepts it. So now we can, you know, move forward and stop Bolzone. Yeah, blame me for not getting your kingdom back. Don't blame your son. Or how about blame yourself, you selfish twat. And I love this. Lady Melinda, didn't you come here to visit? Aspia welcomes you. What? Benetram is basically hitting on your wife, Domaric. You're suggesting my wife came seeking refuge? Yeah, you were going to kill her. Since she failed at her duty as a hostage, the only punishment suitable would be death. If that's the case, then she qualifies for refugee. Then Mother... And even Median's like, my mom can stay here? Of course. Oh, and you can too. You're both welcome to. And Median's seriously considering it. Like, I could. Maybe. But I would actually rather see Median in the Empire. He could actually take over and rule justly, because obviously Madron's a dick, and he's got a spine made out of cooked spaghetti. Symbios happily joins the expedition. Our force will join up with Gracia after we return father to Destonia. So both armies have joined the Julian Battalion. I gladly accept your kindness. Two powerful armies joining forces under the leadership of Julian. We can't leave with Lord Synbios. There's something we must do first. Please go on ahead without us. What do you have to do? We'll find out about that later, but it's preparations. Said during the legendary expedition to the north, the innovator, to stop the revival of the Thousand-Year Kingdom, Jums will lead the power of light to triumph. So they have to find Jums. I'm not gonna get tired of saying Jums, because that's just ridiculous. Benetram being the smartest person in the room again. So we've got to find this before we can head north. You were thinking the Symbios army should travel north first as a scouting party to see if they can locate it. and Palaces. King Benjamin, in the meantime, you can stay with Gracie and Aspia. And Domaric goes back to being crazy. And he knows what it is. He knows that they're going to be looking for something. Now is not the time to really leave him alone. Are you still? And that is the end of the chapter. What we've got as far as the chapter summary. Thanks to the foresight of General Rogan, Lady Melinda was safely with the Julian army as they fought their way through the borders of the Republic and reached Bersol, then headed their way to Aspia. They encountered Brutus, the Lord of Bersol, who with the powers of Bolzome transformed himself into the monster Kudan. Together with Yasha, he challenged them, but they defeated the pair and finally arrived in Aspia. They arrived in the nick of time to prevent the Median army and Synbios army, to prevent a fight between the Median and Synbios army. With successful persuasion by Julian and his companions, the war between the Republic and Empire here reached its end. Chapter 3, Landing Ashore in Aspia. We have completed Chapter 3. We move on to Chapter 4. I'm actually going to go ahead and end this episode here while we save it. And I will see you guys in the next installment. Till then, later everyone.